In the beginning of your career in Holland, in '75, I'd say, there was a lot of publicity, and that publicity always directed you or pushed you in the direction of Bob Dylan. Now I can think that you wouldn't like that sort of comparisons.
Well, I love Bob Dylan. That's like you know, Highway 61, Blonde on Blonde. That's part of the book. It's like that's part of the, it's history, and I always loved him, but it's different. We play a lot different. At the time in '75, there was all sorts of stuff coming out. I was like this, I was like that, I was one thing or another. So happens to everybody when they come out. First thing, when somebody new comes out, the first thing they do is try to compare him to the next guy or something, or the last guy, or make him the new this or the old that, or one thing or another.
But you don't have much glamour or glitter around you yet. You girls are brought out hysterically out of this hall, taken away in ambulances. These girls, is what's happening to an audience?
I don't know. I can't figure that out. It's too crazy for me. It's I think they just get excited, having a good time. It's funny because I was walking down the street in Chicago, and this girl comes up to me. She's dressed real nice. She's got a big bandage on her chin. She says, "Bruce." I says, "Yeah." She says, "Oh, I was at your show the other night. I passed out and fell frontwards and got 6 stitches in my chin. They had to pull me out. She says, "It was great." Like, I had a great time. She says, "Now I'll always remember the show." She's got like a little, I guess a little scar there or something. But it was funny, because I figured she's gonna say, "I'm gonna sue you," or something. But she said, "Oh, it was great. You had a good time."
There's a clear change in your albums from The Wild and Innocent on. Can you explain me something about that?
It was a funny thing. It sort of started with the first record. With the first record, the Greetings from Asbury Park. I didn't have a band at the time when I made that record. I was playing by myself, and that's a real sort of eccentric kind of record. It's a funny kind of record. And then when The Wild and the Innocent was the first time that I had my band, I had I got all the guys back, and some of the guys had moved down south, some had moved all over, and I finally had enough dough to get everybody back together and go out and play. And so on that record, there's a sort of, it was like a little celebration of just being a group of people at one time. And a lot of the songs there's a lot of people in the songs. There's a lot of different characters. There's a lot of the actions taking place in crowded, corners or bars, or, And on the new album, Darkness on the Edge of Town, has dropped away even more. More people. There's only 1 or 2 left, and it ended up a lot with, in the last song, Darkness on the Edge of Town, the guy ends up by himself. And it was a funny kind of thing, because if you look back, you see Rosalita is Born to Run, minus the desperation of that particular moment.